Welcome back to the Stretford Inn, everyone. Me, your host, Sashin Johnson, and as always, Manchester United news here for you. Pre-season has started, as I said in the previous video, and today it continues. But it reminds you of the successful era that we had. And there's many reports that come out and give us positive news on Manchester United's first day at training. Today being the second, and of course, we are less than a week away to our pre-season tour. And that in itself holds a challenge for us with the likes of Liverpool we are facing. But subscribe to the channel. Goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And of course, links to our socials in the description. But let's get into the news. The fee has been agreed for Frankie de Jong. It's everywhere. Sky Sports, Pedro Almeida, Fabrizio Romano, Laurie Whitwell, you name it. Patrick Berger even. Everyone has finally come out and has said that the fee is agreed with Barcelona for Frankie de Jong. However, that does not mean that the deal is done. Of course, once the fee is agreed, that means that the transfer is definitely going to happen. Of course, Fabrizio still needs to give his here we go. But that will be done once Frankie de Jong accepts the personal terms. And that will be done with ease. We know that he wants to come to Manchester United, and we know that Ten Hag as well wants him at the club to be the main man in midfield. So let's get into the news. The full agreement for Frankie de Jong would be for 85 million euros, which is 73 million pounds, with 65 million euro as a fixed fee. So Barcelona wanted 100 million for Frankie de Jong, whether it be 80 plus 20, whatever the case may be. They're only getting 65 million euro as a fixed fee. Seems like a very good deal for us, getting a quality player for only 65 million euro. Now I tell you what, that's more of a loss for Barcelona than anything else. In my opinion, it's a good deal. Yes, it took us 2 months to negotiate, but it was a very big deal and is the biggest deal of the summer. Everybody wants to know Frankie de Jong is coming to Manchester United. So us agreeing that particular fee with Barcelona shows that we've come a long way. It shows that we are not just throwing stupid money at players with big reputations or big names. We are actually trying to negotiate good deals. And yes, some people might say we have overpaid. Some people might say that we've taken long. But the fact of the matter remains, we have got Frankie de Jong at Manchester United. What more do you want as a Manchester United supporter? More signings, please. We need to go and get other players. Frankie de Jong cannot be the only player that we sign in terms of quality that will come into the starting 11 and change the starting 11. Make the squad a stronger squad. We need to be making more signings. We need to see rapid signings after Frankie de Jong is done and secure. Furthermore, it is very, very, very much important for us to try and understand exactly where we are as a football club. It is important for us to realize that getting Frankie de Jong doesn't mean that our problems are solved. No. Yes, he's a replacement for Pogba, but of course there are other gaps in our team that we need to fill. Defensive midfield, left back and right back, centre back. And of course we want to have an attacker up front, whether it be a striker or the winger in Anthony that we are trying to get. We definitely need to be making moves in the transfer market right about now. There cannot be any further delay. A bit more detail on the Frankie de Jong agreement, and it says there is an agreement on fee between Manchester United and Barcelona for Frankie de Jong. United are set to pay 65 million euros guaranteed plus add-ons. A solution has now to be found with Frankie de Jong on personal terms, and that is from Patrick Berger himself. So nothing more to speak about on Frankie de Jong. We know now that the fee is agreed. We know that it is 65 million euros plus add-ons, leading up to at least 85 million euro. And that in itself sounds like a very, very huge deal. But we know that he is a player that will be worth it. We know that he's a player that will come in and control our midfield, control the tempo of our games, that will be the main engine, the cog in the midfield. But we do still need a defensive midfielder. We do need to see someone to come in and ensure that the back four is screened, that it is guarded, that there is someone to break down a play from our opponents and then giving the ball off to a Frankie de Jong or to a Bruno to go and produce. Maybe even getting a ball-playing defensive midfielder like a Sangare, like a shall I say, Wilfred Ndidi, or even a Ruben Neves. But we need to get a defensive-minded midfielder at Manchester United this transfer window with Frankie de Jong, who we are getting. So, as I spoke earlier on in the video, I said that there is a bit of a nostalgia factor with the training, with the pre-season. And that in itself is positive because Erik ten Hag is changing the way the mood is at the training ground. He's changing the way the club feels. It was reported wildly and widely as well, if I have to say so, that many of the players were excited. There was a buzz, there was high energy, and they were training for up to almost 2 hours on ball work on the grass. Not just running stupid lines up and down, but actual ball work on the grass for 2 hours. And today in itself, Samuel Luckhurst, once again giving us the training ground news, has said that Erik ten Hag has ordered all Manchester United players into training by 9 a.m. this morning. A throwback to the Sir Alex Ferguson era when all the players were said to be at training an hour before they officially started training. So a sense of discipline is being instilled at the club, and that is what changes the footballing team as a whole for the long term and also the short term. If you change things on a day-to-day basis, if the structure and the routine that the team has to follow is accurate, it is logical, and it provides a sense of improvement for the players that we have, then definitely those changes, the small changes that Erik ten Hag is making in the background, definitely will have a huge impact on game days when we are performing and when we can see little small changes being made, changes of attitude and mentality, changes of a hard-working mentality, a cultural winning mentality he is instilling at Manchester United once again, because he wants his teams to go out there on the pitch every single game and leave nothing on the pitch when they leave. It has to be blood, sweat and tears for Manchester United and nothing more. They need to go out there and win. Every single game has to be a mindset of we are going to win. If not, we already have won. Teams need to come and play at Old Trafford against us, and we need to go and play games away. But in the tunnel already, teams should be feeling defeated, should be feeling fear. That is the mentality Ten Hag wants to bring back into Manchester United. Now, of course, after Frankie de Jong, I said we do need to make more signings. And Ajax might be playing hardball, but Telefootball, another reliable source outlet, has come and said that Ajax value Antony at 70 to 80 million euro and Lisandro Martinez at 45 to 50 million euro. They have made it clear in talks with Erik ten Hag and John Murter that it will take huge offers to sell them both. But definitely, most definitely, we do need to make further signings. And I do believe we will get Antony. I definitely do believe that. But of course, after that, we need to get a defensive midfielder in or a centre-back. They are saying we need to sell to buy. I don't believe that. To me, it's all about getting the signings in no matter what is needed. Yes, we have so many players at the team that haven't left yet, but these players need to understand that they are not good enough. Some of them might have the chance to improve, like a Marcus Rashford, etc. But other players, like a Brandon Williams, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, perhaps have no more ceilings to go and definitely need to be moved on. But it is also said by Rob Dawson of ESPN that after completing their move for Frankie de Jong, Manchester United will turn their attention to sign a versatile forward who can play in a number of positions across the front line. That in itself is no direct hint at the fact that it will be Antony that we will be going for. He will be the next player that Manchester United will try and sign. That I can guarantee you. But while we are negotiating with Ajax, we will be trying to do a double swoop for Lisandro Martinez, if not Jurien Timber. So, exciting times ahead as always, but the fee between us and Barcelona for Frankie de Jong has been agreed with a 65 million euro fixed fee being exactly in the total package of 85 million euros for Frankie de Jong. So Frankie de Jong is basically a done deal, providing he accepts the personal terms, which he definitely will. Guys, it's exciting to know that Frankie de Jong will be a Manchester United player. And it's absolutely exciting to know that we are actually starting to make moves going forward now. There's a positive buzz around the training ground, there's a positive buzz around the club, and there is a definite positive buzz on the signings that we will be making. So continue to follow us and subscribe to the channel so you can find out more things and be informed more on the news of Manchester United as we go into our pre-season and of course into the new season. Thank you guys for joining me, and of course drop a like on the video if you haven't done so. I really do appreciate the support. That is it, me, Sashin Johnson from the Straightwood End. Till we speak again soon, Red Devils. Bye bye.